Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Bucs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
At the 46-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flat. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 9.
60 by 6. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Bailey. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Eagles.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Hurts.
Throwing right, and that's complete. A beautiful span and room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second and 10.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
63. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Bailey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
Hey! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Now back to throw.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Back to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Hey, Silver. 73.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes it.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. Shaq.
In motion, the tight end.
Go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here is third and quite a ways. Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. He's to the 10.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got a man, it's Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20.
Go Silver, ready? 63. I got Hornet.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second and a couple.
Ready?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that throw is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Silver.
Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
63. Good. Michael Hornet. Yeti. Hey. Crowd left Yeti.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Hey, 73.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Inside the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Hey, Silver.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
73.
They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kalijah Cansey.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though,
and that shot ends up with nothing.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.